Hello, and welcome to our video on the foundational keys that we use in all our coaching. In this video, I'm going to give you a sneak peek into how these keys can help you create a resilient family dynamic where you confidently thrive as a family each day, even during unexpected challenges. So, if you're ready, let's get started with key number 1, perspective. When it comes to perspective, the unique view each person has of the world can be amazing and wonderful as we look through the lens of our life experiences and beliefs. It can be something that creates unity and harmony, or it can be the cause of contention as feelings of disappointment and frustration arise when your spouse, children, or others don't share your view. It's a bold step to challenge your perspective. As you do, you begin to see others, situations, and the world around you in an entirely different and more understanding light. To help you with this, we teach you a tool that shows how by shifting your perspective even 1 degree can impact your entire personal and professional life as well as your family dynamic by reducing stress, eliminating contention, and creating a happier and more joyous environment. The second foundational key that we coach on is awareness. Where perspective has to do with the outward view you have of the world, awareness is about looking inward and getting to know who you are from the inside. At times, it can be difficult to have awareness as we tend to respond to others and situations automatically without giving it a lot of thought. And this is normal. Our brains are created to operate this way. The downside, however, is when you respond by reacting to situations, you may feel like you are at the effect of life, blaming others and things outside of you for the way you feel or act. This can result in sabotaging your overall happiness and the resiliency of your family. When we work on awareness, it can be an uncomfortable journey as you reflect within. However, through an incredible tool we teach, it can also be one of the most rewarding and beautiful experiences you have. We will warn, as you become aware, you may be tempted to feel shame or guilt as you open up to seeing behaviors in yourself you may not have noticed before. This is where we help you understand that the very things that may be sabotaging you may be a strength that has been simply turned into a weakness without awareness being present. Even though it can be a difficult journey, it is one worth taking as it can save marriages and families. One of our favorite keys that we find deeply impactful in working with families on is the key of values. Now, when you think of values, you might think of things that the scriptures teach, such as not stealing, lying, or cheating, and to be honest and kind and compassionate. Those are all great values to have. However, when we work with you on identifying what your values are, you might be surprised at what you discover beyond Christ-like attributes. Through a tool we teach, you learn what really drives you at your core, and this exposes beliefs about life and yourself you may not have realized. Then we use that insight to create a picture of why certain things about your spouse, children, or others may trigger you. As we explore this new insight, we help you find new and creative ways to engage in life that both acknowledges and honors your values while being open to understanding others' values as well. The fourth key that we coach on is communication. In life, we tend to believe because we know how to speak words, that we know how to communicate, and that we know how to comprehend what the other person is saying. If this were true, many arguments and disagreements would not occur. But they do, as people don't feel like they've been heard or understood. And when emotions are high and offenses are present, it can be hard to hear anyone but yourself. As we work with you on this foundational key, you'll learn how to quiet down the emotional side of your brain and communicate in ways that express your concerns and feelings through respect and love. And you'll learn how to listen to the one who is speaking by seeing past the emotions to hear what's really being said from their heart. With this approach, your loved ones feel valued, heard, and understood, which enriches the relationship, even during times of frustration or disagreement, as it creates room for discussions, even on difficult topics. The fifth key to the foundation that we coach on is relationships. We believe relationships are at the heart of the home, with the family being something that is sacred and special, with each family member having their own unique personalities, strengths, and weaknesses. This sacred bond can be challenged, especially as the adversary wants nothing more than for families to be miserable like he is. So it makes sense that his main target is the home. You see this as husbands and wives separate over differences, instead of celebrating the unique qualities each of them bring to the relationship. You see it as children argue with one another, viewing each other as the enemy, instead of embracing the gift of having a sibling. You see it as parents get their buttons pushed, being on their last nerve, lashing out at the family, instead of setting aside the frustration to take a moment to just love on their family regardless of the situation. In our efforts to help families have stronger relationships, we offer a tool that helps teach that even during the most difficult or unexpected situations, the relationship can be preserved. Now, you may be wondering, with this approach, if you can still have boundaries or even consequences to help your children learn about accountability for their choices. And the answer is, of course you can. As you put the relationship first, it allows room to teach and correct in a loving and understanding way that creates safety and trust, where the home is seen as a safe place to learn and grow. Our final key is the key of contribution. It's understandable that one of the hardest things that can exist in a family is believing that you have anything to contribute. That there's no way in your difficult circumstance or busy life that you can even think of giving service or material things to anyone or anything outside your house. Or perhaps you feel you are the only one who does contribute in your home, which can leave you feeling frustrated, distressed, or even exhausted as you feel like it's up to you to get things done. As you think about it, you may also find yourself wondering how you can help each family member be more involved and contribute more. As we work with you on contribution, you'll start to recognize ways contribution is taking place in the home, whether you think it is or not. Through this, you'll see how contribution involves much more than service, and you'll discover creative ways how to improve in this area. As you do, you'll find that your family becomes more patient and understanding of one another, while creating a newfound appreciation for each other and within your home. I hope that you have enjoyed learning about the 6 foundational keys that we use in all our coaching. As you did, perhaps something stood out to you that gave you hope for your family. Maybe you have questions or you're curious and want to learn more on how to work with us. Well, if these questions are on your mind, be sure to check out our videos on the programs we offer and the amazing things that are available to you. We are so excited that you're here, and we are even more excited to be part of your journey in creating the resilient family dynamic that you desire. So, we'll see you soon.